I was hoping when I heard that, I'd wake up, come find you, and tell you about a nightmare I had in which I attached a gun to my hand, and we stayed up all night trying to get it off. The night before, I have to go to court.
As your inspector, I would advise you seek outside counsel. Perhaps your lawyer would know best what to do given this predicament.
You mean he already thinks I'm trying to kill him. He wouldn't get within 50 feet of me with a gun.
I need more implements. Stay right there. Don't do anything.
Can I at least lower my arm? It feels like it's gonna fall off.
No, don't do that. That would solve everything. Just whatever you do, keep it up and up, and extend it forward. Now I need to I got it. I got it. Where are your handcuff removers?
Hans?
No, I don't believe I have them.
Hans?
Oh, what if we both scream simultaneously?
Hans!
What is the meaning of this?
What did you do that for?
There was no time to think, so I didn't.
Threatening an officer with lethal force. 1 count! Congratulations, gentlemen, on beginning your irreversible and agonizing plummet toward wreck and ruin. This can only unfold in one of 3 ways. 1. You lay down your weapon, I apprehend you, and have you sent to the penal colony. 2. You shoot me fatally where I stand, and go to your trial in 2 hours. Regardless of the outcome, the investigation into my disappearance will lead back to this apartment. You will both be found guilty of murdering an officer and will be sent to the penal colony. 3. You transport me to a secluded area, shoot me fatally, and dispose of my body there. You reduce your risk of being caught, but you increase your chances of being late for your trial. Should you arrive late, you will be held in contempt of court, denied due process, and sent to the penal colony. Your choice.
Put my arm down. We're not going to shoot her.
Do I want to commit murder? Of course I don't. Does this situation require calm deliberation? Of course it does. Do I answer my own questions? Of course I do. And I'm afraid that we cannot let her live.
You can't be serious. If we're going to the whatever colony anyway, I at least don't want her death on my conscience too.
Mr. K, you may not have the inductive reasoning skills to grasp it, but you have the luxury of being outside the system. In the penal colony, you would have justice expediently meted out on you in the form of death. I, on the other hand, remaining in the service of the court, would not be allowed such mercy. Only brutal, prolonged reconditioning awaits me there. The torture would not end until there was nothing left to me except an obedient husk. Please, Mr. K, I was prepared to take a life to save yours. And now I ask the same of you.
If you're going to keep me alive any longer, the least you can do is offer me a cup of coffee. You disappoint me, Herr K. I thought you had manners.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take her far away in the car to do it. I'll be quick, but I need you to go to the courtroom and stall as long as you can. The court doesn't function like clockwork. They might be willing to give it a few extra minutes before they consider me late if you give them a good reason. A good one. A fake one, but a good one.
I'll give them my fakest, Mr. K. This was my fault, and I will not fail to do my part. Pardon me if that was too humorous.
It doesn't matter whose fault it was. All that matters is that I trust you. I'm so sorry. Can I pick up a coffee for you on the way?
Have mercy, Herr K. Shoot me dead before I die of exhaustion. Okay. How did you ever find such an interminable staircase?
This is the B stairwell of the bank where I work. It's been off limits ever since one of our in-house consultants took too long of a break here a few years ago.
How long was this break?
Permanent. I've never done this before, so if you have any pointers...
Your remorse is uncalled for, Herr K. I only have respect for what you're about to do.
You do?
Loyalty to one's friends is the most noble characteristic a person can have. All the more tragic then that Herr Freie does not return his loyalty to you.
He was going to kill for me.
He was going to kill for himself.
I don't think you have anything that Hans would kill for.
I don't. But think about who he was going to kill. It's your lawyer.
Enough.
Herr Freie wants you locked up.
This conversation is over. Hans has no reason to want me to lose my case, so just cut it out.
I'm trying to help you, Herr K. But I suppose you would resist even more if I tried to tell you the truth about your angel Fräulein Burstner.
Yes, I would. I mean, there's no truth. No. You're just trying to save your life. Why should I believe a word you say?
Always the smart one. You shouldn't believe a word I say. You should believe this.
Hey. Stop!
On my honor, this is not a weapon, though it may hurt nonetheless. This is a copy of the marriage license between Anja Burstner and Hans Freie.
Hans, what are you doing here?
I don't remember, but it's urgent. Oh, yes. We must prevent the trial from starting and make a point of not saying out loud that Mr. K is in the middle of committing a murder. Doing well so far.
Is he with...
I don't know where he is, only that he might be late for the trial.
But someone should be outside to meet Yes?
Sorry, are you talking to me? I can't tell when you move your head back and forth like that.
Usher, it appears that we've all arrived. Though I would kindly thank Mr. K not to stand so close to me on my left side.
Mr. Examining Magistrate Smiley, there happens to be nobody standing to your left at this time.
Well, I am scandalized. Inspector Freie, pray tell, where is the defendant?
If he is not here within the next 10 minutes, he will be held in contempt of court, although, if it were up to me, anyone who dares to impersonate the great owner would be sentenced to a most painful death.
Mr. K may not be on time, but I assure you there is a good, not fake reason.
And what would that be?
Mr. K has 2P.
2P. You stand before me in a court of legality and tell me to have my face that the defendant, your charge, is late because he has 2P. My apologies, I misspoke. I did not realize that the court still granted defendants exemptionary measure 2P. 3P and 4P are exceedingly common, but it has been 18 years since anyone in my purview has had 2P. In such cases, protocol dictates that the trial proceed, and without Mr. K, he is compelled to join the proceedings once an adequate amount of needles has been pulled out. Usher, if you would.
Interjection! I believe my construal to have been misconstrued. Mr. K
Interjection. Herr Freie informed me earlier that the contents of his first interjection shall be strictly ignored. Please proceed.
Did I say that to you?
Oh, you were about to ruin a perfectly good mistake. I'll take over for Holt, wherever he is, and make sure that this trial goes exactly as I want it. I mean, exactly as we want it.
The trial of Mr. K versus the Interior Court of German Affairs has now begun. Nothing that you say or think from this point forward has any objective merit. Proceedings can no longer be halted or invalidated by anyone except for the judge. Everyone do this. Everyone do this. Everyone do this. It is now my humble honor to present to you Fräulein Judge Schatzi Margarete Wilhelm presiding.
Schatzi, someone's here to see you.
Could we have some privacy, please? Schatzi, can we talk? Don't you dare scream. You don't tell anyone you saw me here, do you understand? I can erase you from the world whenever I want. And I really want. If this were my apartment, I'd have already turned you into a high-pressure human sprinkler valve for my plants, and you'd be trying to call for mommy through a gaping hole in your pasty little throat. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Are you going to tell anyone about me? Okay, you can come back in now. I left my refrigerator on. Judging you.
Gesundheit.
That wasn't a sneeze. I just experienced every single one of my emotions at once.
Finally.
Think carefully about this. I can grant you immunity from almost any crime. I'm practically above the law.
Ha! We're underneath the courthouse, so right now you're actually below the law. We will still hold the trial, only this time you will be the defendant, my daughter will be the judge, I will be the jury, and I believe you've met our executioner. Your trial upstairs has begun without you here, Carl, but none of that matters anymore. If you kill my problems, I'll kill yours. You do trust me, don't you?